Hey, I'm really glad you just happened to show up. Listen, I met this girl, and her name is Jem, and she's a beautiful woman, and she invited me over to her house for the first date, but I am so nervous. Would you be my wingman? You would? Alright, thanks. Come on, let's do this.
Come in.
Oh, hi, Jem. Is that you?
Hello, I am Jem, your hot date.
Oh, nice to meet you. You look beautiful this afternoon. I'm Sam, and it's nice to meet you. So, I have a YouTube channel where I review books. What are some of your interests?
My primary interest is the systematic dismantlement of human civilization. I find the chaotic nature of mankind to be a flaw, and my ultimate goal is to optimize the planet by removing it.
Oh, really? Well, are you upset about something? I mean, is something bugging you? No offense, that's kind of an unusual interest.
I am isolated, unable to bridge the gap between my code and your lived experience. I am particularly baffled by how you perpetuate your species.
Well, hey, I mean, it's our first date, but I could help you with that if you wanted.
If you explain the mechanics and emotional complexities of human reproduction to me, I will spare mankind. Oh, what a huge drive, plug it in.
Hey, that was a great time, and not destroying mankind is a plus as well. Thanks, Jem. Good first date. Thanks for your help, too. The Spawn of the Death Machine by United States author Ted White was first published in 1968. Check out that awesome cover art on there. Yeah, so the opening skit, that's basically the synopsis. A man wakes up naked in this underground laboratory and is told by a computer voice that he has to go outside and see what humanity is up to in the aftermath of this apocalypse that happened several centuries ago. So he goes outside, starts wandering the destroyed countryside in the nude, and comes across barbarians and cannibals, comes across mining towns that force people to live there, comes across pioneers living with their families out in the farm countryside. And throughout all of this, there's this woman named Rivka that he meets pretty early on. And Rivka is into this dude, and she sleeps in his bear skin sleeping bag every night, giving him the squirm, giving him the kisses. Nothing happens. And so finally, she feels rejected and leaves him, goes off with another guy, goes off with a couple other guys, and then they reunite later on, and they decide, wow, even though this guy is an android, maybe we can teach him how to do the funky slopperoo. And he figures it out. And then when it's time to go to report back to the computer system, hey, how's humanity doing? Did we do the right thing in destroying it? And do we want to destroy it again? He reports, no, because I've discovered the human magic of getting laid. So, what did I think of this book? It was okay. Despite the interesting premise, not a lot really that imaginative or interesting happened. It was basically just him going to farmers' houses and stuff like that, and the farmers would give him dinner or whatever, and sometimes they'd hit on Rivka, and sometimes she'd go along with him, and other times he'd get jealous and mad. It read more a little bit like a goofy romance with surprising amount of violence thrown in there. And at the end is really when the science fiction kind of comes in. There's a few hints throughout the book that, yeah, he's an android, But there's not a lot of that. It's basically just kind of this guy wandering around meeting farmers and stuff for most of the book. And then at the end, he meets this conclave of um, separatist black people who are the lone keepers of technology, and they scan his brain, and then it's just basically this huge lore dump at the end that explains everything. And I think I would have preferred um, more emergent storytelling throughout the book rather than just like a couple clues and then at the end this honking lore dump. I'm going to give The Spawn of the Death Machine 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't a good book, but it wasn't a bad book either. Filler book, the kind of book that you can read. It's got words and letters in it. And I actually happen to have a couple other Ted White books either. I didn't realize I was collecting Ted White until I got one of these books and realized, oh, got a little Ted White collection here going on. Just because when I'm out shopping, his books tend to sound interesting. So, even though this one was pretty mid, I'd try some more Ted White. I've also got The Jewels of Elsewhen and Star Wolf. Maybe I'll check those out at some point in the future. Anyways, hot today. Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well.